What if I told you that stable 90 FPS gaming doesn't need to cost you a fortune? In 2025, the battle for mobile gaming supremacy has reached fever pitch. Today, we are putting 5 smartphones through the ringer in our ultimate gaming test. In the challenger's corner, weighing in at 196 grams with the Snapdragon 8s Gen 3 chipset is the iQOO Neo 10R. And facing our challengers, some of the best in this price range, we have got the Poco F6, OnePlus Nord 4, Realme P3 Pro and the Poco X7 Pro. So let us enter our test lab where our team is testing out which of these phones is the true performance and battery endurance champion. Let's go! Before we throw these phones into intense gaming battles, let's establish their raw power levels. Time for a round of CPU throttling test. Kicking things off, we have the iQOO Neo 10R powered by the flagship Snapdragon 8s Gen 3. Next up, the Poco X7 Pro running on the Dimensity 8400 Ultra. Then there's the OnePlus Nord 4 featuring the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3. And here's the Poco F6 rocking the Snapdragon 8s Gen 3. And finally, we have the Realme P3 Pro powered by the Snapdragon 7s Gen 3. The results are in. The Poco F6 got really close with only 12% throttling, but the iQOO Neo 10R wins with just 9% throttling and much stable performance. But remember, these are just numbers. The real test, that's coming up next. The 90 FPS gaming experience. It's a promise that comes stamped on every other gaming phone today. But how many actually deliver on that promise? Because here's the reality. Any phone can hit 90 FPS in the first few minutes, but can it sustain when it really matters? Let the games begin. We are monitoring real-time FPS during BGMI test on all of these phones with thermal checks every hour. The first 15 minutes, smooth gameplay all around. But as the session goes on, the differences start to show. Frame drops, micro stutters. Some phones are already slipping below 88 FPS. The Poco X7 Pro can't run BGMI beyond 60 FPS. Now look at these numbers. iQOO Neo 10R maintaining steady 90 FPS even after 1 hour. Temperatures holding at 40 degrees. Wait, let's push it further. The others are starting to show signs of strain. See those frame drops? That's thermal throttling in action. But notice how the Neo 10R's cooling system is handling the pressure. But as the session goes on, the differences start to show. Performance means nothing if heat throttles it. After 5 hours, some phones are pushing 48 degrees Celsius and you can feel it. But the iQOO Neo 10R noticeably cooler thanks to its 6043mm² vapor cooling chamber. With this, we come to an end of our first round, but let's test out that 6400 mAh battery in our extensive battery drain test. For this, we are charging all the phones back to 100% and then we'll perform the battery drain test. We'll start with 1 hour of intense benchmark test, followed by an hour of Instagram Reels, 1 hour of 4K video recording, 2 hours of BGMI gaming, and even after this, if any phone is left standing, we'll have the final run of YouTube. Endurance isn't about power, it's about stamina. After hours of intense testing sessions, let's look at the numbers. After an hour of benchmark test, the battery levels on the Neo 10R dropped by just 14% to 86%, followed by 79%, 85%, 85% and 80% for the competition. Next, during the 1 hour Instagram Reel session, the battery of the Neo 10R dropped by only 6% to 80% and maintained its lead over the competition with the Nord 4 trailing very closely. After 1 hour of 4K video recording, the Neo 10R battery levels dropped by 12%, followed by 46%, 52%, 61% and 56% for the competition. 2 hours of BGMI session and the Poco F6 and Nord 4 couldn't last the entire time. But the Neo 10R, it's still standing with 20% battery remaining. Now for the final run of YouTube, only 3 phones remain standing before shutting down. And that means the iQOO Neo 10R ran for a total of 6 hours 22 minutes, lasting more than the other phones, which means more screen on time. Numbers don't lie. The most stable FPS, the best thermal control, the longest battery endurance. One phone wins all across the 5. The iQOO Neo 10R dominates in frame rate stability, maintaining that crucial 90 FPS sweet spot when others started to falter. Its cooling system proved to be more than just marketing talk, keeping temperatures under control even during these marathon gaming sessions. The competition put up a good fight. The POCO X7 Pro impressed with its raw power, the OnePlus Nord 4 showed its premium DNA, but when it comes to consistent gaming performance, well, the iQOO Neo 10R takes the crown. It's not just about having the highest frame rates, it's about maintaining them. It's not just about powerful hardware, it's about managing that power efficiently. And most importantly, it's about delivering a flagship gaming experience without the flagship price tag. At under 30K, you're getting most stable 90 FPS gaming and a marathon battery life. Is it a perfect phone? Perhaps not. But if gaming is your priority and you're shopping under 30K, the iQOO Neo 10R isn't just a contender, it's the new benchmark. Now here's the question. What matters most to you in a gaming phone? Stability, thermals, or endurance? Let us know in the comments. This is Siddharth signing off.